everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. Gets fielded in the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good. Stuff.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off play action. Eason. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see it. Fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On second down now. It's Montgomery, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going deep for Brown. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Second and 15. His throw incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
52, watch 52. 52's the mic. Ain't no...
Ready? Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
To throw again, Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it. Unfolding
so far so good for him. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Eason. That's caught by Montgomery. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Now this throw caught left side, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On second down, it's Montgomery, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down. From the gun on third down, Eason. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. He's got the hook up to Lazard. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than a ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1?
Every single time.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Zoom. 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw. And with that, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 4. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of him.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've come to halftime after a very We now proceed to the start of the second half. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Njoku. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
218, chop. Ready.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. To throw on second down. Eason going for the... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Go.
Second and 10. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. His third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Eason, he'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Off the bootleg. Eason. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Eason, open man, Higbee, the tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for... And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the screen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. On 1st and 10, Eason. Going right side here, and that's complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Eason, and that's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 1st down, Eason. That's caught by Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. Eason. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got this down to the 35. Throwing on 1st down. Eason. And he finds Montgomery complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Eason. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Eason. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Bandit. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
70.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Eason, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Final score now from Atlanta. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 1st down, Eason. And he's got his man on the out route. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.